this TCA was one I did actually back in 2015. And the reason I picked it was it was just a great success story. And actually a client that, to go back to my earlier comment, I was convinced was not going to shop me. Okay. Done multiple loans. They loved working with me. Never saw it coming. Of course, I did a TCA out of the gate. And then they came back with a quote from an online lender. And one of the things I would encourage you guys to do is to be incredibly fearless and transparent when it comes to the information you're giving to your consumer, because they're smart enough to figure it out. And at the end of the day, if you're willing to, what I do is I tell my people, put that online lender quote on your TCA. If they come back to you after you've already quoted them, throw that quote right on the screen. And then what you're going to do is you're going to talk to your consumer around the value proposition that you've created, and you're going to quantify it. And I'm doing that in the savings over 60 months there to say, hey, Dave, I know we've had a chance to work together in the past, and I'm really hopeful that we have a chance to do so again. I know you got this quote from the online lender, and I wanted to show you what that looks like over time. The reality is that if you elect to go with them, it is going to save you around $2,800 over the next 5 years of your mortgage transaction. And what I'd like to ask you, if I can, just directly, is the advice that I've provided to you over the years worth $2,800 over the next 60 months to you? And then stop, because I can't tell you how many times they will come back and say, yes, it is. And your price comparison conversation is over. So be fearless, put it on this, because if it's 10 grand and they say, you know what, I love you, but I just can't pay 10 grand. Now you quit sinking investment and time into a transaction that you're never going to get anyway. And if there is an opportunity to need a pricing exception to get closer, don't assume you have to match. You have a value proposition, and there is a dollar amount that gets attached to that. So oftentimes with my team, I'm like, upsell an eighth in rate. How about $1,000 of additional closing costs? Let's find a sweet spot if we're competing against an online lender or a bank where we can quantify our value to the consumer and get them to say yes to it.
Love it. And so I want to just highlight a few things. So think about this, if you're a loan officer, if you're a branch manager, every single person you run a credit report, you're spending time and money. You're spending your own time and money. You're spending your organization's time and money. You're doing disclosures. You're spending a lot of money. Let's make sure we deliver the best customer experience. And if you're a referral-based local loan officer, let's put your picture on it. Let's make sure it's personally branded. Let's make sure it's got your logo. Let's make sure it's the best experience that we can put forth. That is the only way you are going to optimize your success in the future. And while, I spoke early on, hey, you're a loan officer, the P&L doesn't directly impact you. But I mean, here's the deal. The best companies going forward are going to be the best companies that work together as a team. Just like in sports, the team with the most all-stars doesn't usually beat the team, doesn't ever beat the team that works best as a team. When the U.S. Olympic team won the Olympics, they didn't win because they had the most experienced, best skaters on the ice. They won because they played like a team better than anyone's ever played before. So just everybody in this business right now, it's time to be a great team, be a great branch, and at the end of the day, deliver the best possible customer experience we can. And that is the way we win.